Thank you very much, everyone. My name is Manish Balooja, and I am from Micro Focus. I represent Micro Focus here to share with you the approach that we take today in the quite a changed scenario that we have in the IT. So today I would be sharing some of our approach, some of our thoughts with you. So let's start with what life are our customers, the IT customers, are living today. The world that they are living today is very complex, as you would see here. Especially in last 2 years, the COVID era are one of the most challenging 2 years in the digital era that we had in past, say, 20, 30 years, 40 years of our IT. So, and what has this done is, it has actually challenged us in more than one way of our day-to-day IT operations that we lead, right? And for example, things have changed in the way the consumers, the customers of ours behave. It has changed the way we do sourcing. It has also changed the supply management, right? It has also changed the way our employees work. The work patterns have also changed. And you know what it has led to? It has led us, the IT teams, the IT organization, to rethink about what is required in order to meet these challenges, right? And they are very diverse challenges, and it also is very time critical because they need few things now rather than later. So what happens in that scenario is that you have to rethink about your IT strategy. And what we are talking about here is a strategy that helps our customers to build an environment, an IT team, an IT organization that is able to make and create digital assets as they were working in a digital factory. This is the new concept called digital factory that has come up, and this was coined by McKinsey, one of the consultants, and what they said was that in order to change the IT strategy, the IT teams have to look at each and every service, a new service that they are planning to release, or a product, or even the experience. Everything needs to be treated as a digital product. And when you have the cross-domain teams coming together to build that outcome, is what is the digital factory. So within an organization, there could be many mini digital factories, right, available to us, which are being supported by cross-domain expertise, the people that make that digital product happen, right? It could be, again, I'm saying services or experiences or the product itself, right, which is offering a capability to an organization in a very competitive environment. But to do that, the IT has to actually reorganize itself. When we start the concept of digital factory, the IT organization also has to become a center of excellence. They have to realign themselves, reorganize themselves as a COE. What does the COE does actually is it introduces the reusable tools and repeatable processes. It offers that layer of shared services that can be used by digital factories to produce digital products. That is where we come from. And to enable our customers, what we have done is we have introduced a concept called, in line with the digital factory and digital product, is optics. This is operations platform for transformation, intelligence, and cloud. So this is what it is. It actually enables that IT's center of excellence. This is the a high view, architectural view of what is optics is. So I would request your attention towards the 3 layers that you see here, right? We should start from the layer at the bottom, which is the shared services layer. If you read this through, it would talk about automation, the asset discovery, recognition, and then the data lake, which ingests data from any and every source. You remember some of our speakers here talked about bringing data into a single data lake. This is what we do here. And then we have AI and ML to work on that particular data that we collected from various sources. The second layer that we have is shared functionality. So once you have the services layer done, the functionality is what you need as an end product. So it could be service management in IT operations management, the hybrid IT environment that we have. It could be IT asset management, hybrid cloud management, or it could be network management. So all these functionalities are the second layer that we put it on the shared services. And finally, we have user interfaces. It could be a virtual bot, or it could be a business value dashboard that a CXO could have a visibility on, linking the IT, the digital factory, with the business outcome that they are trying to relate. So these are the few things that I spoke about in the last layer, the third layer that we had with us. If you look at, we have automation, we have asset discovery, AI and ML analytics, followed by data lake, and the core services such as identity management, load balancing, API gateway, and such. So I'll just take a click on, if you look at the one here, the optic discovery. I'll just double click just to give you an idea what do we mean here. So when Micro Focus helps our customers in managing a hybrid IT, the hybrid IT that we have, which has on-premise and cloud assets with them, we support the discovery wherever it is. Each of the cloud that you read here, whether it is Amazon or Microsoft or Google, and we also support containerized services that are there, microservices, including OpenShift, Kubernetes, and many Dockers for that matter, and also your on-premise assets or the services that you have in your own data center. And all these, what we allow you to do is capture each asset, correlate each event, and before that we create the the service that could give you the insight of what element combines and makes together that service, and then correlate events coming out of that service, which could help us to quickly automatically correlate that event with the problem and then solve it automatically. Auto remediation is followed up. So this is what I was talking about, events occurring in the hybrid IT. So if you look at it, your asset could be in the cloud, your asset could be on the premise, but if it is a part of a service, we will discover the whole service here. We will automatically correlate all the events, suppress the noise, and tell you, hey, there lies the problem, whether it is in the public cloud or your own on-premise. So that actually helps you faster, mean time to repair becomes quite fast. So now we've gone on the first layer of these shared services. Now let's talk about shared functionality. What you see here is actually a service lifecycle management. For the first one at the top is the one you have is service management. Then service fulfillment. You need some infrastructure or some app on which you want to run your own service. So service fulfillment is that component, and in that also the components could be on-premise or in the cloud. The second one is, third one is service assurance. I need my infrastructure up and running always so that my services can also run always. So that's the service assurance part. And then is the service governance. What we offer is a very unique capability of giving you the vulnerability and threat assessment on your own infrastructure, whether it is on-premise or in the cloud. So that is what we deliver to you. This is a composable functions that each one you can see for the service lifecycle management under management, fulfillment, governance, and insurance. I would not spend much time because each one has a small composable function in there. This is what I was mentioning about the vulnerability. So if you look at it, this one dashboard can provide you the performance as well as the vulnerability assessment. And you can pick up the time period under which that vulnerability was exposed, and you can further follow it down to remediate the vulnerability that you have seen here. And finally, what you see here is actually a CXO view. In this one particular dashboard, guys, if you look at it, you would find that we are able to relate the business with the IT straight away. We don't have to switch between two different dashboards to figure out what's happening in the IT and what does the business wants to see. Here, if you look at it, it's talking about cloud cost, security vulnerability, and business and sales, all on the same dashboard. That is what is the business value dashboard that we bring up. And I think most of my customers, CXO, they would love to see this into their data centers or their desktops. These are some of our top customers globally. We have almost all top 10 customers in every field, every market domain that we have currently. And with that, so I end up this, and I would request you to kindly, we will share with you the report that I referred to about the digital factory and digital product. That's by the consultant. I think if you read through this, you would definitely get an idea of why it is important for us to reorganize the IT into a digital factory and look at every initiative as a digital product, as an outcome as a digital product. And what do we need as shared services is where you have to focus. With that, thank you very much.